Pack leaders is here. Friends are protecting families, protecting the pack. I want to do a bot results on how to consistently trade profitably over time. So we finally found a setting and a strategy that works well. So this is the results that we have so far. This is the one with a little more contracts. We're trading about 20,000 contracts at a time. So this is kind of like, hey, you know, where most bots are like, hey, you trade micro ones, but we're really going at it. Now we did have one little big one here, but I think we recovered it, so we're all kind of in the green now. And you can kind of see the other consistent pages here. The next one, all greens. And I think we started like about 2 or 3 days ago, so you might see some reds on the next page here. But overall, still pretty good. So we were kind of testing smaller numbers. It kept hitting us on the big ones. I'm like, dude, what's going on? So we just went ahead and ramped it up to, you know, since we're getting consistently here, so we just started ramping up to, you know, bigger numbers for the consistency here, and that's really doing better for pulling up bigger gains for the day. So this is our daily P&L for that. This is on BTC and whatnot. So you kind of see here, we started off doing good, and all of a sudden, like, what happened? So we made some tweaks here, and then we're getting it back up now. So overall, we're doing pretty good. All right, so here's ETH. That was BTC. Let me show you ETH here. This is a smaller numbers. We're testing this one. This is a little more consistent here. And of course, as I'm testing it, I'm taking some losses in the back. But now we're actually doing 2-3 pages of consistent trades right now. And, you know, a couple flukes here. So we kind of like, hey, what's going on? Make some tweaks and some changes. And then going on here, more greens. And I think it probably gets worse a little over here. So here. So anyways, these are small amounts as we're testing the different percentages and whatnot, but I think we kind of nailed it down where since it's doing well, let's go ahead and go big, reach our goal, and then what we do is once we reach our goal, we scale down. So you see all the big ones, and then we scale down, waiting for that small loss to take, and then we'll reset the next day and go big again. So that's been doing well for us as far as getting consistent profits. We're going to let this run for maybe about another week or so, and if it does well, I am probably going to be adding some more funds to this and recovering the loss I had last month or so here. So it's all good. It's all in the name of tuition and whatnot. So I think we've kind of nailed it down where, you know, if we get this right consistently, this can really compound quite well. Now, it's tempting to always try to tweak it and make, well, what if there's more? What if I can add more risk and whatnot? But this is how it's going to work, right? So basically, you know, as it trades, you can kind of see how it kind of bounces up and down, right? But usually there's this zone on top and bottom where we have this no trade zone, okay? So based on those percentages right here, let's say there's like a $10 spread from this bounce to this bottom bounce right here. And so we don't trade anywhere on the top 30% or the bottom 30%. Just stay within the middle 30% and trade that. Or you could do the middle 50% and trade that area. Okay, because whatever's going to happen is going to bounce and tighten up, right? But then as that bounces tighten up, we also shrink our percentages down too. So as it shrinks down, we'll have a narrower range to kind of bounce and trade in that center too. And that way we know that we're always in game, we're always in play. Even if we guess the wrong direction, guess what? It's going to bounce back, you know, and kind of give us another opportunity to get out and profit, right? So that's kind of how the strategy is. Now, of course, a break will happen. As it breaks, then as it tightens, right, we're gonna have a stop loss tightening up too. Okay, as it tightens with it. Now, if it breaks up or down, it doesn't matter. If I'm in the right position, we'll let it grow. If it goes against us, we'll break down. But as it breaks down, we're gonna quickly reverse that position and take that short, and then ride that down. So that break actually recovers that loss as it breaks down hard. And that's what we anticipate on doing that. Now, there's a couple quick strategies in there too. As it breaks down, sometimes it breaks down, it fakes you out, and then bounces back up, right? And that happens. So there's a wick protection that as soon as it breaks down, we're gonna reverse, right? We're gonna reverse and go down, but then we create another reversal stop just in case it bounces back up and wicks back up, just to reverse it again as it goes back up. So those are all in play. The bot's gonna monitor that. You get to like put those orders in quick, but with the bot, the Leverage traffic bot, it kind of handles all that stuff too. So there's kind of measures and countermeasures and kind of thinking ahead strategies wise, because it's kind of like a fight, you know, like it's gonna try to fake you out and you know, sleight of hand, and you're like, dude, what's going on? You're like, it freaks you out, and you're like, dude, I can't type in my stuff fast enough. Well, um, our Leverage trap bot, as long as you have a fast enough computer to handle this, and it doesn't move way too fast, you know, we should be able to handle most of these strategies. Now, I'm sure there's times where it's just like, it just wicks whack, and you're like, dude, even my bot can't even like trade fast enough to handle those things. So usually when high volatility goes up and high volatility goes down, we kind of stay out of those trades, because I mean, if my bot can't handle it, I bet I probably can't handle it by hand. I can't even type it fast enough, and my bot's like, ugh. So anyways, we look for consistency and taking less risk there, and also be able to have countermeasures when it goes against us. Okay, so if you want to get access to the Leverage Trap Bot, it's in the description below, and we'll see you on the inside. Thanks.